This guy says he's exposing the protesters, the No King
Like
protesters.
I am a reporter.
Yeah, okay.
You want to see my press credentials?
I want to talk.
Wait, here's my press credentials.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so who are you with? All right, guys, we are outside the
Well,
biggest protest
do
in
you even
modern-day
need
American
that?
history, the No Kings protest. We're gonna talk to some folks here and see what they really want. I love the pins. Gays against guns, abortion access, Harris Waltz, obviously. In the world of Putin's be a Zelensky, anti-dictator.
Makes your way to 40th and 5th, and we're marching down to 26th.
The directions and everything. I was gonna see who she works with.
We're showing the world what democracy looks like. If you see any trolls, do not take the bait. This is a peaceful protest.
Yeah, I don't know how peaceful this protest is, as this was one of many signs that I saw that were a direct threat to the United States president. Tell me what you're doing out here.
I became a citizen of this country 10 years back, right at New York Public Library. Here I am, after 10 years, protesting against a goddamn whiny little bitch. Trump is a fat, whiny bitch. And I think he wants to be a powerful person because he's got a small little fucking dick.
We are marching down.
And I think I know exactly what these kind of people are because he's a weak pussy who's got all people who have no self-control, anger issues. They've riled up people against. Look at the kind of people all get together here. This is a fucking America. It's just not belongs to one group of people. It's for all of us.
How did he win? How did he become president?
Because people are scared. They are. They don't think for the welfare of others. All they care about is themselves. It's very easy for people to be selfish, and it is very easy to scare people. It's happening all around the world. It is happening in India, where people are scared you have a strong man. It's happening in Israel, where you have nothing.
Completely separate than what this guy's talking about right now. I'm sitting here wondering how a barber would line up this guy's corners right here. You ever, I like watching people do haircuts, and how would they line up his corners right here? I mean, you look at my corner, it goes up over here and then up. But he doesn't have the up part. It's just like here. Whoosh, wait, no, he blam right into it. How do you?
Netanyahu is a strong man. It's happening in Turkey, where Erdogan is a strong man. It is essentially people are scared.
What are people scared of?
Themselves, first of all. They are not confident about their lives. They think their lives are bad. They are comparing themselves to others, and that's it. They're not happy with what they are.
Why did more legal immigrants vote for Trump this time than ever before?
It's not, again, we are no different. Just because we are a legal immigrant doesn't mean we can be scared too. And it is essentially is that we are as selfish as any other group. So what we said is that, okay, I've got mine. Why don't I push the others who are following me? We are the worst, actually, compared to others.
That's scary. The worst?
Yeah, because we don't care for others. We all care for immigrants. Yeah, a lot of us, we say that we made it, and this country belongs to us.
What about the immigrants who risk their lives to come here, like crossing the border?
Exactly. I mean, the point is that once you've made it yours, it's the same story. It happened to immigrants who came here who were Irish and Italians. Once they got settled, they said, okay, now it is ours. We don't want to give it to anybody else.
They probably did it legally.
We are a selfish species.
So like the ones who are come here illegally and they're getting benefits in those migrant shelters, they're just in it for themselves.
They are in there for themselves, but we should protect them. Okay. We should take care of people, right? We should take care of each other, and that's all. We've got one life. We've got one.
So we should keep having those migrant shelters. I saw they're closing this summer.
That's again, we try to hurt people who are the most.
The politicians only care about themselves.
It's not just politicians. I'm sorry.
Like everybody.
No, it's not just politicians, but it is a Republican politician. Let's not get carried away with this thing. There are two parties. One is a party of Nazis and fascists. The other party may not be all put together.
And Nazis, like, what do you mean by Nazis?
Hitler's fascists, people who want to use groups against each other, who feel that they can put one group of people in concentration camps.
Do you feel like Republicans want to kill Jews?
Yes. They want to kill Jews. They want to kill black people. They want to kill brown.
Can I just ask, you're a credentials and what you're
Oh,
you're
my name is
representing?
Nate. I just have a YouTube channel.
Nate. So we don't know what side Nate is
Let him.
on.
Let him.
I know, but
I
just
will.
so you know,
I don't
Nate,
care.
Just so you know, I'm with a group that is just pointing out that there are some folks here who will take words and
Let
turn
them do it.
into,
I don't care.
Let's have a
but that
conversation.
they will-
I don't
I'm
care.
just saying,
I don't give a shit. Let them deport me.
No,
Who
no,
the
no.
fuck
But they-
cares about
but
these?
people will
These are
cut-
fucking.
Thank you. They're gonna
These
cut.
are cunts who have no fucking balls and they will troll. Let them troll.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
care.
just giving
I
you
don't
fair
give a
warning.
shit about
Who are you
trolls.
with?
I'm giving you fair warning.
I know that. I don't give a shit about
Who is she
if
with?
we are
Why is she
scared
not letting you
why
talk?
do I don't care about trolls like Charlie Kirk, Fuentes, and these fucking white ass bitches. I don't give a shit about them.
And that's who you just might be speaking to.
Let them hear it. You know what? Trolls, fuck you. I don't give a shit.
Can I ask who are you with? Can I ask who are you with?
Thank you.
Who are you with?
I'm with America.
No, but
exactly.
you asked me who am I with, so I'm asking you who are you with?
Well, you're acting like a reporter with a.
I am a reporter.
Yeah, okay.
You wanna see my press credentials?
I want you to talk.
Credentials.
No, I don't give.
Here's my press credentials.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so who are you with?
I'm right now. I'm representing myself, and I'm representing the folks at Rise and
So-
Resist who have been
Okay, so
trained
Rise
to
and
be
Resist.
marshals. today.
How much do they pay you to wear this vest?
Absolutely nothing.
Really? So I did some digging, and the woman trying to stop my interview is named Karen Shaw. She is a professional protester. I
A professional Karen.
found her at almost 100 different protests. Let's look at her portfolio, shall we? Here's her outside Trump Tower saying TikTok time's up. Here's her saying ban guns, not drag. Amazing. This is her telling us that lies have consequences. She is also very passionate about abortion. Even in the video right now, she's just wearing a hat that says abortion on it. This is deranged behavior, by the way. I studied psychology in college, and I'm confident that I can diagnose this person as insane. Sometimes she gets less creative, though, and just holds a sign that says enough. Now, here I found her working with a different professional protester that I've exposed. This is Stuart Waldman. He was there when they raised the Palestinian flag over City Hall in Rhode Island.
Everyone knows you.
Everyone knows me?
They know who you are. They know what you do.
I know what you do as well, Stuart Waldman. You are on the board of RiseandResist.org, the company that is paying people like Karen for a second job as a professional protester. And the donation link to give you money is just Act Blue, which is the fundraising platform for the Democrat Party. That's who you are, Stuart Waldman. Now back to Karen. I found her with another professional protester that I've exposed. This was back at the Tesla protest. This is just a few photos of this other professional protester out of maybe 50 that I found. It's clearly a
Wow.
very well-established industry, and Rise and Resist is just the tip of the iceberg.
Everything. Don't even believe what you see anymore because they're fabricating protests.
Now here's some more about Karen. I did find her Instagram where she just documents herself vandalizing New York City. She puts these chalk signs all over the place, like this one right outside the Trump Hotel. She also likes to flip off Cybertrucks and just post
Is chalk really vandalism? Because one time when I was like a teenager, I just wrote chalk on the wall. Or I think, no, I sprayed silly string on the wall. Someone acted like I shot someone. I was like, bro, what are you talking about? Shit's gonna wipe off.
that on Instagram as well. If you just scroll through her profile on Instagram, it is the best case study for reopening the asylums that you can possibly make. Now, Karen is the Associate Director of Development and Special Events at Lincoln Center Theater, which is devastating because Lincoln Center is a beautiful place that just got a little less beautiful after learning that piece of information.
I asked me how much do I wear this vest. I got
I'm
it
not
at
asking
sale.
you. You seem
No.
passionate about it. I'm with you, brother.
Cute.
Yeah.
All the fucking right-wing Nazis and fucking
That's right.
says, right?
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk, Nick Fuentes.
Let me
all
just ask
these
you,
assholes.
just let me say, if Republicans want to kill Jews, why is Trump so with Israel? Like, what?
Israelis and Jews are not the same people. Jews are different people, okay?
His daughter is Jewish.
His daughter is not Jewish. She's married to a Jewish
No, she
man.
converted to Judaism.
No, who gives a shit? I'm an atheist. I don't give a shit about somebody being Jewish, Hindu, Muslim, or anything like that. Who gives a shit?
Okay.
Okay?
What song is that?
What is it? What's your problem?
What
Talk to
is-
me, man.
Yeah,
What's
I
your
know, but
fucking problem?
this is so
What
wild.
you're trying to? Yeah.
filming?
No, yeah. Film me, man.
This is amazing. What song is that? We're gonna put you on YouTube. Da, 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 da. It sounds good. You're doing this for free. You're just this passionate about it. It's a mental illness, you know. What can you do?
1 second.
Right here. Thank you. And why do you want it? What's up? Why? We're gonna get back to this nice fan of the channel in just a second, and I cannot believe this video gets even more insane by the minute. But first, you guys
These people are crazy. I love it. I want to go troll these people.
can see that this protest isn't all authentic, and that's because it is funded by tons of NGOs, and that's why we see U.S. Senator Josh Hawley launching an investigation into paid protest funding. Now, have you noticed that depending on what news source you're reading, it feels like
Wait, how do I get paid?
something entirely different
I'm
is
kidding.
happening at these protests. The left is focused on dozens of LA mayors demanding that the Trump administration stop the ICE raids, while the right is focused on who is funding these protests. Whether it be launching an investigation into the funding or just about the FBI catching a guy passing out riot gear in LA from his car, not exactly something you'd think of as unpaid work. But that discrepancy in the media is why I use Ground News, so I can understand both sides to do my job better. Ground News is absolutely the best Ground News difference around security. Thank you. And why do you want it? What's up? Why fuck me? Tell me. No, tell me. Let's talk, man. Go talk.
Because we believe in facts.
Okay, and I don't?
Yep.
How do I not believe in facts? Tell me. Give an example of one time I don't believe in facts.
So the reason that
Can you shut up? It's so annoying.
so Stephen Miller fired all the ICE people who were in, and he has a quota, which is what the Nazis did, and he just wants rounding them up, round up 3,000 people a day, round them up. He doesn't care.
But they committed a crime.
No, they
Why are
did
you
not.
touching it?
They did not. They did not. No, they did not. They did. So that's the fact. That is not a fact.
They're not here illegally.
Yes. No, they're not. And being illegal is actually not a crime. There's
Yes,
a
it is.
word for No, it is not. No, it is not. See, you
Okay.
don't know the facts.
Yeah, tell me.
No, it is not.
Okay.
So they're rounding up pregnant women, kids, people. Oh, they rounded up someone who had a They are rounding up people who are legally here, but they had a misdemeanor. Do you know what a misdemeanor is?
Yeah, they made a
What
few
is
mistakes out of,
No,
like, tens
they didn't
of
pay their
thousands.
parking ticket. But Donald Trump has 34 counts against him, and he is a rapist. A rapist. So those are the facts.
How is he a rapist? When was he a rapist? Be safe. I'm not.
You don't know when he was. You don't watch the news.
When did he rape somebody?
He's here to let's go feed the trolls.
How old am I? Guess.
How is he a rapist?
Feed the trolls. He's
Don't feed the trolls.
nothing.
You know, we're headed south on 5th.
How old do you think I am?
Okay. He means nothing.
I don't think I should say that word.
Thank you. He means nothing.
What's pathetic?
Nothing.
How am I pathetic? Say why I'm pathetic.
Feed the trolls.
Are you?
Feed the trolls.
Do you wanna tell your boss that you're assigned to me today? Alright, so I had a feeling that although this woman is assigned to me for the day, I think I could outrun her, so that's what I did. And while I outrun her, I want to tell you that the woman I just spoke to, who was just completely unhinged, touching my hand while she was being interviewed, she's a therapist charging $150 a session. If you don't agree with her on everything, I wouldn't go to her for therapy. And I guess that was her husband who was saying F you to me, and his only reason for saying it was that I was pathetic, no actual reason.
Sorry.
Oh, this is, I like your hat. Make America Mexico again.
right.
Can you tell me about it?
So I was in Mexico before he was elected the first time, and I bought this hat. And I've been saving it to wear because people don't always read your hat.
Yeah.
And they assume what's
Yeah.
on it. So
Yeah, you didn't seem like a MAGA type, so I just,
I'm a mama type.
yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
mama type, right.
Cool. Can you tell the audience more about when America was Mexico and stuff like that?
What are you filming this for?
My YouTube channel.
You have a YouTube
I'm a
channel?
New Yorker, yeah, and I put this stuff on YouTube.
Okay. So when did I
Yeah.
become a devout anti-racist?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'd say probably about 25 years ago as a white person that, I just sort of glide through around here. But
Yeah.
everybody's an immigrant, even two of your wives, mister. And your grandfather was an immigrant too. So, his anger and his callousness and his disregard for humanity. He has no humanity, and so it takes away hope from people. So anyway, when did I become aware of it? So I would say like 20, 30 years ago. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
I mean specifically about America
immigrants
being Mexico.
legally.
No, I mean, Texas was Mexico. Parts of California was Mexico. I mean, and it was indigenous people who lived here. That's who lived here.
Yeah.
Indigenous people or enslaved people were forced to come here, but everybody else was an immigrant. So
Do you mean on like a technicality, like we should make Texas and California like back to
No.
Mexico, or more so just like
I'm
the
just
sentiment?
saying it's a sentiment.
Yeah.
If you're going to be so cruel to people,
Yeah.
you know, where do we go back and make reparations to people
Yeah.
instead of honoring the immigrants that have come from Mexico and
Definitely.
from all of South America? So
Yeah.
anyway, it's
Awesome.
it's a statement
Cool.
more than a. I don't know. Maybe it should become Mexico again. because
Oh, yeah, maybe?
We're in a mess, aren't
Yeah,
we? We're
yeah,
in a mess.
yeah.
And here's my umbrella. You can take a picture of that.
Oh yeah. What is it? Oh, does it say ice?
It says no ice.
No ice. No ice. Okay. Looks like it's heating up, so I'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, this is a nice. What is this sign? What does it say? Is it in Hebrew?
Camp Kinderland.
Camp Kinderland.
Upside down, we need to visit.
What is Camp Kinderland?
He said, "Is this in Hebrew?"
Camp focusing on social justice.
Is it like what? It's like a summer camp or something?
Summer camp.
Oh,
yeah.
summer camp. Okay.
Started off
Is it?
as Jewish, but
Is it?
it's not Jewish anymore.
Okay. Is it like for kids or for like adults?
Kids.
Oh, kids. Okay. What does it mean for like what does social justice mean like for kids that are coming there?
Kids, like for example, they have a Summer Olympics. They pick teams focused on social justice, like labor workers, education workers, women's rights,
Yeah.
and they learn the curriculum.
Do they talk about like politics, like Trump and stuff as well?
Yeah.
Okay. What are some things that they say about Trump at the camp?
I'm not up there, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Who are you with?
I'm independent. Yeah.
Who are you with?
My name's Nate. All right, so yeah, here's her protesting for the judge that was harboring any illegal immigrants, kind of what you would expect.
What?
As far as a summer camp for social justice, I wouldn't send your kids to that. I'm not a parent yet, but I feel like that's not a great idea. It should be a bipartisan thing that we should not involve kids into this. It's what do they have to do with it? Let them enjoy their lives. I got a quick question for you guys. I have a YouTube channel, and I haven't heard of this website. Can you tell me about it? Sorry.
I don't have any information.
Oh, okay. Just you. Hi, ma'am. I got a quick question. I saw the back of your vest, and I was wondering what riseandresist.org is.
Sorry.
At the very start of the protest, I saw a guy with a giant F Trump flag. I feel like I just had to talk to him. Feel like he would be an interesting guy to talk to. So here that is, and you'll recognize their blue jacket in the back that I interviewed at the beginning of this video. Yo, my man, I saw the flag. This is a big flag.
Yeah, it's actually getting heavy after a while.
Can you,
I can take turns.
do you have a message for Donald Trump on his birthday?
Fuck you.
Okay, tell me why. Tell me like why we hate Trump.
Because he's trying to dismantle our democracy. He doesn't understand that the full civil, the Constitution, the civil rights that we've been granted by the Constitution, the people that fought for that Constitution over the last 200 years, and all those that are fighting every day to make sure that we can keep rights for our children.
Yeah. And for those who are out of the loop, how is he destroying our democracy?
Basically, he has cut through some of the constitutional protections that have been given to our democracy, that have been given to individuals, women. He's going after people without due process, trying to have ICE put them into different holding detention centers, just like they have done in other. What am I looking for in other?
Yeah, I guess you mean.
Yeah.
Can I just pull your sign
Yes.
so we can take a picture?
Yeah, this is gonna get a lot of attention.
Do
Do we love this flag or what?
Oh, that's better.
Now you're talking.
Love it. Thank you. Great song.
So.
Do you believe that Trump is a king?
I believe he'd like to be. I believe he's going to subvert the Constitution again and try to find a way to run for that third term. I don't believe that he has any really vested love interest in the United States as much as he does in Trump and in money. And I don't think he actually cares for any single individual voter in this country. I think he's just a scam artist.
Gotcha. I noticed your pin, ma'am. I have a quick question for you. I'm asking some of the women out here who have pins like that. What do you say to the women who voted for Trump? Like 45% of women voted for Trump.
I think that they're just not thinking about what they're doing for their daughters and their, just screwing up our human rights.
Kind of lost. Yeah.
Okay, and now I want to just zoom out and show you the scope of this protest and just how large it is. Also, I'm cutting through the protest here. I'm trying to get to the front, but it's actually blending in with another street, and it was impossible to actually get to the front. I did meet some interesting people on the way, though.
Is there Air Force One?
Yeah, that's Air Force One. It's a Marie Antoinette reference.
Yeah.
I ended up speaking with this guy who says that he stands with Iran, so of course this is going to be an interesting conversation.
Hey, how you doing? My name's Nate. I'm just impressed, and I see you have a different kind of sign. Can you tell me about it?
Sure. My sign says I stand with Iran. So we're with the Veterans for Peace. We're against the war, the horror of killing innocent people in Palestine. And we've extended, Netanyahu has brought another lie and has extended this war. They premeditated this whole thing, faking peace negotiations this whole time, and we and Israel have now unprovoked attacked Iran under the guise that they have a nuclear weapon. They've been talking about this for 25 years. It's been a lie for 25 years. IAEA has been there for all this time checking things out. They don't have a nuke. They never would want to nuke America ever, ever, ever. I've been to Iran.
And what about the supreme leader of Iran saying like death to America? Is that just like words?
Well, that's bullshit, and that's part of our propaganda.
اینی که شما میگید مرگ بر آمریکا یه شعار نیست.
When you chant death to America, it's not a slogan, it's a policy, he said. Did they really say that? Is this real?
So yeah, that's literally the supreme leader of Iran saying death to America, but apparently that's propaganda now.
He doesn't believe in death to America. He wants alliance with America. So we got to stop pushing those lies. They've been pleading for dialogue. And they also don't say death to Israel. What they say death to is apartheid and occupation of Palestine. That's what they have been fighting all these years. But we turn it around, our propaganda, saying they want to kill all Jews. Do you know that there are Jewish synagogues in Iran for hundreds of years? They are still there. People practice their Jewish faith freely.
Well, yeah, again, I think everyone understands it's not about the religion itself, but the people occupying the land, and they've been fighting over that land for thousands of years, and they're going to keep fighting over it. And then when someone wins in 100 years, they're going to fight again, and then someone's going to win. And 100 years from that, 300 years from now, they're going to fight again.
What percentage of Jews are there in Iran?
Not many right now.
Yeah.
And Israel has done a good job with giving them a hard time in Iran.
Israel says they went after Iran largely because also they are funding Hamas and Hezbollah. Do you think that's true?
Iran has been supportive of movements that try to stop the slaughter of innocent people. They do not supply, they didn't start Hamas. Israel started Hamas. You got to know that, right?
How did Israel start Hamas?
They funded them. They wanted another faction to split up the PLO.
Yeah.
You got to know your history.
So one thing I was reading about the other day was that like there's footage of Hamas thanking Iran for funding. Why would
probably bullshit? You got to really.
All right, I hate to keep doing this, but the guy's lying every 3 seconds. So here you go.
ماديا وسياسيا وإعلاميا وشعبيا قدمتوه لنا شكرا لدعمكم الشعبي والرسمي وقد التقينا بالمسؤولين وسماحة القائد في إيران.
All right, you get the idea. So the guy is literally thanking Iran on video. And what can you do with these people?
It's probably bullshit.
I'm just not getting the right information. Well, I'm not getting the right information. What should I read? Like, what news source should I read for this?
Go to Iranian news sources in Iran. Go to Al Jazeera. Go to, Judge Napolitano interviews a number of CIA agents that know. Jeffrey Sachs. He's another Jewish. We, by the way, Veterans for Peace here are led by a number of Jewish. The president of Veterans for Peace is Jewish. We've known about the lies for a long time. Yeah. So they've just been spreading lies constantly about Iran.
What do you think about the attacks on the response from Iran to hit Tel Aviv? Do you think that was the right thing to do?
Well, Israel purposely has put its command center. It's in the center of Tel Aviv. Their command center's in Tel Aviv. What are they supposed to do? This is real defense, right?
That's what they say about Hamas putting their military bases under civilians as well.
It's been proven to be wrong. They've gone into every hospital. All the doctors said.
Okay, we're back. So here's inside Hamas tunnel base beneath a hospital. Okay, and it's from the IDF footage. Now, I don't know if I'm allowed to trust that, if I'm only allowed to trust Iranian media. You know, honestly, the hypocrisy is amazing, because if I cite something that Caroline Levitt said in their press conference, it's not reliable information. But it is reliable if Iran says something from their press conference. I mean, these people hate America so much, it's pretty astounding. Anyway, I'm not even gonna have you watch this. You can just go through it. This is just them literally giving a tour of it under the hospital. You get the idea. It's unbelievable.
What? No, they haven't shown us any evidence, but yes, we heard that right from the start. All the high rises that were going down from 2023, right after October, we said, oh yeah, Hamas is in there, Hamas is in there, Hamas is in there. Those are lies. You're killing. It's called indiscriminate killing. That is a war crime, and we're supporting that.
Last question. There's a lot of misconceptions about people like you stand with Iran. Do you think that October 7th? Do you condemn October 7th?
Everyone condemns October 7th. Yeah. For God's sake, we're against killing of anyone. Yeah. And Hamas, by the way, people should read up about Hamas. They have a political wing, they have a civil wing, they have a military wing. Yeah. So the IDF, or the IOF as we say, the atrocities being, look, they've cut out.
And that's the thing, that's like what people will say to you.
You can't go there right now.
Right, and what the other side will say is like, well, Hamas is being funded by Iran, and October 7th was Hamas, and in which case that Hamas is not really, they're looking to kill innocent civilians.
No, it's not true. Hamas changed their whole dictum like 8 years ago. Yeah. So people, pro-Israelis, keep repeating that Hamas wants to kill Jews and destroy Israel.
Because that's what Hamas says, I think.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, what's with this guy and just promoting lies? Is he another paid actor?
Read their declaration. They changed it in 2017. They did say that because, frankly, they were tired of being put in a prison and having their people put in, thousands of Palestinians in prisons, tortured as well. So anyway, God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You know, as a journalist, that you're not allowed to step foot in West Bank and Gaza. You'll be shot and killed. I know you support Israel.
I would be shot and killed by Hamas.
No, you wouldn't. They do not shoot journalists. I'm sorry, they haven't. We know who shoots and kills journalists.
But they use journalists to shoot other people.
That's not true either.
Well, alrighty, we are back. So this is a man in a press uniform who is going to give his uniform to a Hamas soldier so that he can disguise himself as press. Take a look. And we see him just give him the uniform. Amazing. But that's not happening, right?
Why won't they release the hostages?
Look, how many hostages are left alive? It's amazing that they're still alive because they've been bombed for, 20 months now. Israel's been bombing and killed many of the hostages themselves. And how they're feeding them, I have no idea. Their own people are starving and they're feeding hostages.
So they're being treated well?
I would like all... No, I wouldn't.
So I don't know. I just want to know. So give back the hostages, is what you said.
Of course, I would like all hostages to be released. However, pro-Israelis, that's all they say. They come up to and say, release the hostages, talking about 12, 15, 20 people. Of course, my heart goes out to them and their families. I want them released. Yes, do it now. But I've always said from the start, so you're going to release hostages, that will stop what's happening? No, it won't. It never was. From the start, we knew it wasn't about that. It's about taking over Palestine.
This is an interesting. I really appreciate you having this with me. This is nice. Why do I see videos of Gaza as like? Oh, sorry. Why do I see videos of Gaza looking like a pretty nice place before October 7th? And of course, after October 7th, it looks different. But it looked as though Israel was not bombing Gaza before, because they relinquished control in 2005.
They do something called mowing the lawn every couple of years. Well, look it up. Mowing the lawn. Israel does these things where they go in and they basically kill a couple of thousand people and they do a lot of destruction. It's called mowing the lawn.
They do it like discreetly.
They do it not so discreetly because our media doesn't cover it. But we know it, those who pay attention, those who've been to Palestine areas. I haven't been in 22 years, but 22 years ago it sucked. Let me tell you, going through checkpoints, sucked. Yeah. It sucked. And I'm an American with white skin. Yeah. It was a lot, but the way they were talked to, the way a grandfather and the grandchildren had to go through those checkpoints, it was really just inhumane.
Sorry, I appreciate you so much.
What's your name?
My name's Nate.
All right, Nate.
I appreciate you having this conversation with me.
Well,
a lot of people don't want to talk, and I appreciate you.
Oh, God bless you, Nate. Thank you for listening. That's the most important thing you can do.
And if we can make a deal, so when I get home, I'm going to look up some of the stuff that you mentioned.
Sure.
And will you look up there's some videos of Hamas saying that they want to kill Jews after 2017. Will you look at those videos?
Sure.
Okay. I appreciate it.
I look at so many videos, and I look at everything from every side.
Yeah.
And I've asked for, give me the proof about the headquarters and the hospitals.
You know what? One thing I want you to look at is look at Gaza celebrating after October 7th. Look at the civilians celebrating, and look at how civilians were breaking through the walls themselves. Not just Hamas, but civilians as well.
That's what you focused on.
No, I'm just saying. Will you look at it? That's all. We made a deal.
Sure.
All right, guys, that wraps up my coverage for the No Kings protest. As you can see, it was intense, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you maybe missed the last two videos because we released them back to back, I know it's not normal that we're releasing so many videos, but a lot's going on, and I'm working through the night to get you guys these videos as fast as possible. So
those people are freaking insane. They're completely unhinged.